stepmom for one of those girls calls the Palm Beach Police Department and makes the first complaint that this individual, Jeffrey Epstein, was giving teenage girls sums of cash in exchange for massages. And what we know is it's a lot more than that, and the investigation starts at that point.
Yeah.
But the Palm Beach Police Department interviews at least 30 different individuals that they believe were victims in this situation, and they start to uncover a lot of information and start to learn about different people that are involved at all different levels.
And it's important to note, because this comes into play with how the state attorney's office approaches this case and becomes kind of a part of the controversy, is the fact that some of these girls would continue going back to seeing Jeffrey Epstein. It wasn't like a one-time,
right.
It wasn't like 30 one-time people that like had this situation happen to them and they just never saw him again. No, like there was a situation that someone was like sent a cab and they got back in the car, even though after they had experienced that and felt, some people would say they claimed to feel uncomfortable. I think that it probably was uncomfortable, but these people came from places that they didn't have resources, and so they felt like this was maybe an out of whatever situation they were in, and that's how they justified it in their 15 or 16-year-old or even 14-year-old's mind.
Right, and that's how we know that there were victims, and in the big scheme of things, we believe there's victims that are even younger than that. We know that in that range, that high school girl range, we know that girls were brought to Palm Beach Island, to Epstein's mansion, and they were asked to give him massages or told to engage in sex acts with him. And the girls that would do that would then in turn become future recruiters for more girls.
Right.
So they would tell a friend, that would then bring a friend, that would bring a friend, bring a friend, bring a friend, and it becomes this web of different people and different people that are involved. And these recruiters really are, in certain circumstances, also victims themselves that were victims of the situation. They brought in a lot.
Right. And so I think legally, from like the legal aspect, you can, like, I think maybe someone who doesn't understand the law may wonder, like, where do you draw the line? Who's a victim and who's not a victim? And I think Florida's law, at least, is clear, because if you're under 18, the law says you cannot consent. Like, you can't.